welcome everybody back into another episode of Dahm. That's true. Yeah, sorry, that was a bad photo that I posted on Twitter. Welcome everybody back in. Of course, I am your host with the most, True in the Steam Machine Steen. I'm joined by the beast with the least, Owen Domination 7 Dahm, and these guys. Hey guys, what's going on? No, of course, we're joined by Dylan and Michael of Meltbox Casey and Aaron. Yes. Birthday boy Aaron. Birthday boy of the freshly swept Florida Panthers.
Yeah, having a great time. Yeah. Birthday.
Yeah.
Just now.
It literally ended, in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We get you fresh. Aaron, what's your hot take on the Florida Panthers? How are you feeling right now, huh?
Well,
we need that raw emotion.
Fire the dinner.
Get the carbon monoxide going,
yeah. Right.
Start all these vehicles.
Yeah, get the hose going right in.
Oh my God.
But I mean, quick story, there was a report this morning, oh shoot, all these Florida Panthers players were at Tampa Bay strip club last night until 4 a.m. And honestly, I'm completely fine with that. You're down 3-0 to the Lightning. And
you might as well go look at some boobies.
You might as well go live it up. Joe Thornton, you know him?
Jumbo Joe?
Jumbo Joe, 44 years old.
That man was at the strip club?
Yeah, he was at the strip club. He looks like Santa. He's got a long
There's no way he doesn't have a wife and kids.
Dude,
they
and he was in the strip
though.
club.
You'd think, they'd get enough strip club in their
Yeah,
life.
that's true. I feel like the Tampa Bay strip club would be a way downgrade, homie. Over the Miami strip clubs?
Yeah.
It's nothing. What is the pinnacle of strip club? It's Atlanta, right? It's supposed to be
That's the one that James Harden got the chicken strips at?
The wings.
Malone spent all that money at during the Super Bowl that one year.
Yeah, or Lou Williams, right?
Lou Williams.
The lemon pepper wing.
Oh, that's who it was.
Yeah. They were breaking quarantine to go to Atlanta strip clubs. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But Tampa Bay strip clubs are probably a downgrade over Miami strip clubs. I'll say it.
Probably.
I've never been to any strip club. Well, I've been to one by accident in Cancun one time.
Accident?
So
I guess Cancun that you probably accidentally end up there.
So the issue was that they were misleading. So I was with my sisters, and they were like,
with your sisters?
Yeah, I was with my
Nice.
So we were in
Family affair?
Yeah, dude. I'll tell you, and you know who's the worst people to go to the strip club with? Your sisters. My sisters specifically.
Yeah, your sisters. I think they'd probably be a blast, but
they were fun, but they were just roasting this poor girl. They weren't saying it loud enough for her to hear, but they're like, she's so skinny. Does not look good. And they're just talking to me. I was like, oh man, I'm not even trying to enjoy this, but I wish you guys would stop talking. But the guy came out and so every club, if you ever gone to Cancun, it's like Senor Frogs. Ooh, excuse me. Well, there's all these big clubs, they're all $50 to get in.
yeah.
Jeez.
And some guy comes out of this club and he's like, hey, it's only $20 for guys and it's free for the girls, and we'll buy your first drink. And we're like, that sounds like the fucking club to be at. Mm-hmm. And then you walk in and there's girls serving drinks in bikinis, and you're like, well, that's weird. But it could just be, it could just be servers. And then you sit down and you're like, why is there a stage? Why are there pools? And you're like, oh no. And some girl comes out and starts stripping, and you're like, oh great. And you, they gave us some it was warm beer. It wasn't very good. It was a Modelo, or it was, I think, a Dos Equis.
Nice one.
I just was not enjoying it. I'm like, great. I'm just sitting here drinking a Dos Equis, a warm Dos Equis, listening to my sisters critique just Mexican strippers. I guess that's where Cancun is, but just ripping them apart. Yeah, I was like, Cancunian? I was like, no, that's not right.
Was it hot in there? Kind of like how clubs. I feel like clubs are always super
it was
hot.
fairly cold because there wasn't that many people in there. Because you ever been to those clubs when no one's in there? It's cold.
Yeah.
When we worked weddings at the golf course, it would be cold because you're not to be too nerdy.
A bunch of hot people are about to come inside.
Yeah, because just all the activity is gonna heat up that space. So you try to cool it. You should try to cool it as hard as you can.
Interesting.
But that's what we tried to do house parties in college. We cranked that air conditioning down.
And we forget.
Yeah, that's the worst part. You wake up the next morning, it's 62 in your house. You're like, holy shit.
I'll never forget the time that we were like, why is it so damn cold? Go upstairs, thermostat set to 49 degrees.
It could go that low?
Well, kind of. I mean, it wasn't.
It was just set to on.
It was set to 49, but it was only it was only 60 in our house in the middle of Kansas summer. And then we go back on Snapchat that like we're like looking at like people who went to our party last night, and somebody's like, it's too fucking hot in this house, and I'm watching somebody crank down our thermostat. I was like, you swipe up, you're like, you motherfuckers, I'm trying to fucking and I woke up, I'm gonna see my breath. Dude. So what I'm trying to say is I would be maybe a little upset about the Florida Panthers going to the Tampa Bay Strip. I think overall that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I mean, like,
were any of your important players there? Because as historic as Jumbo Joe is, he's not really playing much. He was like Chara for us. He's just vibing.
Right.
He's scoring 1 goal a year.
Yeah, trying to pick up a cup this last year. No, I think there was like, I think Duclair might have, like, I don't think there was anybody on the first line. I think it was like second and third line guys. Maybe, because I didn't see anything about Barkov or Cucurdo, and those are the ones where you're like, or Bobrovsky, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? But like, not really. I mean, I still think that like, so they had a 1:30 game yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, so 1:30.
On a Sunday.
Yeah, on a Sunday in the afternoon. You got time to just like chill, and like you are down 3-0. Like you know when you're playing a team that you can't beat. Like just have fun with your bros, let loose, see if like that works.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Because like going back to the
team
hotel
building.
room hasn't worked the last.
You guys
two
all like
nights.
share a couple girls, it's team building.
Yeah.
No way. Hold on.
Like tag teaming.
Yeah. No. No. They call that a power play when it's hockey. But
Well, the team that works with the Suns this year.
what? Did that happen?
You know the girl that saved the Suns? You didn't hear about that?
Yeah.
Last year in the
The
playoffs.
OnlyFans, porn star rose, she gave them all blowjobs.
True, you didn't hear about that? Last year in the
Apparently,
playoffs.
Devin Booker was first.
Yes.
You know what? That's a team leader right there. I'll say it.
Sure, last year in the playoffs was a girl that slept with like 8 of the Suns players in a row.
Oh my God.
Dude.
Back to back to back to back to back.
Is this
All right,
real?
but if
Yes!
we try not to get
And
too
she bragged about it on the news. They interviewed her and she bragged about it.
Interesting.
try not to get too gross. But real quick, if you had to guess, who went last? What player on the Suns went last?
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, I was
I was also thinking DeAndre Ayton, absolutely. He's down there in the paint. He's fighting for every ball. I get it. Yeah, absolutely. Or Crowder. Crowder would have been my second.
Yeah,
guess. That guy looks like a go eighth.
I'd hope he went
Yeah. All right, let's get more into basketball. You guys did defeat the Phoenix Suns, and let's focus on the positives. I think that was the most surprising outcome of the entire. I think that was the one that shocked everybody the most.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Bucks losing to the Celtics was pretty shocking, but I think everybody knew the Celtics were good, and the Mavericks were a true underdog, honestly.
Yeah, we were an underdog in every game, even going into Game 7, which I mean, you maybe expect with them being at home.
Yeah.
But with the performance that we had put on in the couple games before, having still been an underdog, and like I said, literally every game, nobody saw it coming.
Yeah, and just the way you guys beat the Suns.
It was like start to finish.
Yeah, it was like 57-27 at halftime or something. Insane.
Yeah, Luka literally had 27 points at halftime, and so did the Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that
It was like, as a fan of Dallas, like, yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, like, of course I want to see us win, but like, it wasn't an exciting game. Like,
No.
At no point was I like out of my chair, like, let's go Mavs. Like, it was just kind of like, it was almost like you're at halftime, and like, we did it. We did it. We're moving on.
Well, it kind of feels like that Patriots-Chiefs game that we all know what I'm talking about way long ago. Alex Smith threw like 5 touchdowns and.
Is that the
the worst? No, not the. Are you talking about the Green Hunt game?
No, the 42-14.
The worst loss. Yeah, it was like a Monday night game,
Yeah.
and it was just like, oh, cool, it's over.
Like week 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like.
That was the Cream Hunt game. Then.
No,
That
Green
was-
Hunt game was week 1. That was Thursday night. It was right after they won the Super Bowl,
Okay.
and the Chiefs and Kareem Hunt went insane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, but
Gotcha,
I know
gotcha.
the Monday night game you're
Yeah.
talking about, but
No, that makes sense.
yeah, so I think that was, I mean, I guess, did you guys expect that? Did you guys expect? No.
You can never expect to win by 30 points. I mean, like, going into the series, I'm a fan, so I'm obviously biased, but I saw that there were weaknesses in the Suns. I mean, I saw that the Mavs live and die by the 3.
Yeah.
And so, like, we were able to make the space out on the perimeter against the Suns, and so, like, it worked out.
Yeah.
And so that's honestly kind of the almost disappointing thing about winning by 30 is that you're like, all right, this only happens when things go really well for us and things go really poorly for them. So like this isn't a product that you can reproduce a bunch of times.
Yeah, it's
But you
well,
are seeing in the series.
yes. Sadly, you guys are down 3-0
You're
to Golden
shooting
State.
like 20% from three.
Yeah, I saw that. At one point,
And-
you guys are like, what, like 1 for 18 from 3?
It wouldn't surprise
Yeah.
me.
Speaking of doing things before a game on a Sunday, was that actually Luka drinking a beer, or is that just a Luka lookalike?
That was from
It was
like over the
a
summer.
long
off
time
season.
ago,
Yeah.
yeah.
With the hookah too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I've
that
seen the
was-
hookah before. Yeah,
Yeah, that was going around at the same time.
because that's when everybody was memeing on
It wasn't
it.
from Sunday.
Yeah, it's just so funny that he just drinks beer and smokes hookah in his off
I
season.
mean, he's from
and just-
Slovenia. Like,
Yeah, but he just goes out there. You know, he does. Yeah, I assume he does some kind of training. You know, he's still a world class athlete. Even Shaq, when he got fat, in a way, he was still like a world class athlete and could do insane things on the basketball
But
court.
he was 23.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you were 23 and you in
He's younger than
basketball
us.
was the easiest thing in the world, that made me sick. We were talking about that before he came. He's like, "Do you know how old Luka Doncic?"
Doncic.
You said it right.
Yeah, okay. I just, I get self-conscious. He's like, "Do you know how old he is?" And I was like, "He's our age." And Owen's like, "He's 23." And I was like,
Yeah.
feels bad.
And
Feels
Like
real bad.
freshly 23. Like I think
February is
February
his
something.
birthday.
Yeah, he,
Oh my
because
God.
he was in the Spanish league when he was like 18 and got
Yeah, he's
picked.
been playing professional basketball, I think, since
He
he
played
was
a lot of
17.
Euroball.
Yeah, and he like got joined the NBA at 21, right?
Yeah,
Or younger?
20. I think he was 20 when he joined the
Yeah, he got
NBA.
drafted 3 years ago by the Mavs.
Yeah, I think he had just turned 20 when he got drafted.
Because that was the
That's
whole
crazy.
thing with
Yeah, because he turned 21. I remember the Instagram post from the Mavs when he turned 21. It was just a comp of him being a silly little boy on the court.
Oh, silly little goose.
Yeah, dude, just jumping around.
because the whole controversy was with him and Trae Young, right? Because
Yeah,
the Mavs traded
they
up
traded.
for the pick and Atlanta traded back, right?
yeah,
And both ended up working out somehow.
yeah.
I think we got the better side of it.
I mean, I think so too, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Like, has there ever been a trade? Like, because I remember Twitter was going crazy about that specific trade because I personally can't think of a trade that's gone like that where both of those picks end up being like really good picks.
Who was the guy when Eli Manning got traded? He got traded for a pretty good quarterback, right?
It's for Drew Brees, right?
Drew Brees.
Philip Rivers. No.
Or, yeah, it was
Or
Philip.
Philip
Oh,
Rivers.
you're-
That sounds right.
Yeah, he got traded for Philip
Okay.
Rivers. That was
Which I guess isn't
they
quite the
swapped
same.
teams.
Okay.
That was like if you look at you ever watch Gridiron Heights?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
you watch
yeah,
Gridiron
yeah.
Heights, but there's a whole one about the 2003 draft class.
Oh, really?
Where they're like it was like Philip Rivers and it's like frogging Eli Manning stole my life.
But even that one, I mean, really isn't the same. That's
The
the
big
only
thing
one
with-
that comes to mind.
With Luka being drafted too was he was a foreign player. He wasn't. You didn't see him like in college ball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And somehow
it was a
didn't
big
go to the
risk,
Knicks.
almost. Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
You know what? I'll admit something really embarrassing. When I was so he got drafted, was it 5 years ago? I think we were sophomores or juniors in college at the time. I told my roommate that I thought Michael Porter Jr. was going to be a better player than Luka Doncic because I was a Mizzou faithful,
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
I was like, he's going to be better. He's so good. He's like, he hasn't played. He keeps getting hurt. I was like, he's gonna be good. He's like, Michael Porter Jr. is gonna be bad. I was like, no, he's gonna be better. He's like, you draft him. I was like, he should be the number 1 pick. And he's like, you would pick him over Luka. You think he's got a better career than Luka Doncic? I was like, yeah, I do. And I'll say it. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb little boy. You know. I was speaking from a place of hatred.
Mitch Trubisky was drafted before Mahomes, so
Yeah.
That one,
There could have been
I
dumb
will
decisions
never
made.
understand that pick ever in my entire life.
He was
Especially-
more pro ready, guys. I mean, he
especially
played
when
his first year.
No, his coach goes out there. His coach of all people, who was it? The guy that was at Texas?
Matt Nagy.
No,
Mac Brown.
Yeah, Mac Brown. Mac Brown goes out and he's like, "Yeah, this guy's like, he should have stayed in college another year." Like, I feel like that's the reddest of the red flags.
When your own coach is like, I wish he would have stayed. He should have stayed.
He should have
Well,
stayed.
that was like when Blaine Gabbert came out from Mizzou. He went in the top 10, and I was like, that is so stupid. I was like, why are you drafting Blaine Gabbert in the top 10? That's an insane person move. And it was bad. It was a bad plan.
And to be fair to Blaine, he followed in the Chase Daniel footsteps of getting that bag by not being a starter.
By just being a backup quarterback for his entire life. Yeah.
Wasn't that the same draft as Jake Locker and Christian Ponder?
Just
and
a
so you
terrible
just, yeah.
QB draft. Except for Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Cam
yeah,
Newton went first overall. There was the debate between Blaine Gabbert or Cam Newton. They picked Cam Newton instead. Everybody's like,
Debate.
yeah, there was the big debate,
Yeah.
and it was like, I don't know. But yeah, Blaine Gabbert was like, I think Chase Daniel was in the second round, but Blaine Gabbert was like one of those players in like 5 years where Mizzou had a couple top 10 draft picks. And the other one was Alden Smith, R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Raytown,
Oh, yeah.
Raytown's
Did
finest.
he die?
No, he
Oh,
just
okay.
keeps
Character.
ruining his NFL career.
I see.
You take the boy out of Raytown, can't take the Raytown out of the boy. But so Eastern Conference. I'm sorry, I think we're gonna have to move. Western Conference Finals. Who you guys predict is gonna win?
Oh man, I don't know. The Mavs could, like I said before we
Make
started,
history.
nobody's ever done it before, but the Mavs could be the first.
Live by the three, die by the three. What if you guys
live
get
by
hot?
the
You know.
three, die by
Hey,
the
we were
three,
down
we
2-0 against the Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
I
3-0 is just
It's one more game.
really. Yeah, right. What is it? One more? Come on.
Each game is one game.
I really don't
We
think
can
it'll
win
be
the
a
next
sweep.
one. We got a chance.
Yeah. Yeah. What? So
I don't think it'll be
No.
a sweep, but I don't think we're
like
gonna be able
thinking
to pull it
5
out.
or 6.
Yeah, probably 5 or 6. I bet because we have one more at home and then we go back to San Francisco. So
It's so frustrating
Oh.
too because that second one in San Francisco was like that was the one we should have stole.
Yeah.
We had it. Kind of same with last night too.
Yeah. Golden State just came roaring back, right?
The thing about
we got
last
somebody like
night-
Steph and Clay that are just draining them.
What happened last night?
I
yeah.
wrote some of this stuff down just because it's so depressing.
Therapy for you.
That's when you know it's
He
sad.
studied the Dahm as true format.
Reggie Bullock, 40 minutes on the court, 0 for 17, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
DFS, 42 minutes on the court, 9 attempts. He ended up getting 9 points because he had a rebound or free throws and stuff.
Oh my god.
Who else? Yeah, Kleber on the court, 0 for 10. Bertans, that was on 25 minutes. Bertans spent 13 minutes on the court, had 2 attempts, 1 for 2. So,
Hey, 50%.
yeah,
No, but-
right. I mean, that was just-
40-0.
Yeah, Luca put up 40. I mean, Brunson and Dinwiddie came out and took care of it,
Yeah.
but like, there's the rest of the cast.
I
just
want to
had
know
nothing.
how the hell Dinwiddie is playing well on the Mavs because he was terrible for the Wizards.
He's been terrible for the Mavs some games too. He's literally on and off. Like I mean, I
'cause
can't
saw,
describe it.
Game,
another way.
well, it was like game 7 in the Suns game. He like had like 30 points, right?
Yeah, and he when Luca was out too against the Jazz those 2 games. I mean, he did what he had to do.
He had a couple game-winning shots for us too.
Oh, a couple of nasty game-winning shots.
Yeah, I follow a couple of Wizards fans on Twitter, and they were just like,
We were
so-
glad to get rid of Porzingis.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they were glad to get
Which
rid
is
of
weird.
Dinwiddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot believe that Porzingis was so bad.
I've never seen anybody fall
He's
apart
always
like
hurt.
Porzingis.
He's always
Yeah.
hurt.
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
It's also tough for him and Doncic to share the floor because I don't know, they don't necessarily have such similar play styles, but their play styles contrast,
Yeah.
and so it's hard for them to like share the spot.
Yeah.
They both like to have the ball.
Yeah, that's a good yeah.
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 I mean, they're not ball hogs, but at the same time, you'd rather feed Doncic. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doncic, dude.
Luka.
Doncic.
Doncic.
Doncic. Yeah.
Sitch.
Don. Yep.
Sitch.
Sitch. Doncic.
Sure.
All right, I'm getting worse at it as we go. I've had no drink. It's just that ice cream's hitting me, and I'm like, ooh, I'm falling asleep. My words are starting to slur. But yeah, I imagine you'd rather have Luka than you'd have Porzingis. I nail Porzingis though.
Yeah. All day.
That name, no problem. Yes, but
And I'd rather have Dinwiddie and Bertans.
yeah.
over Porzingis too.
Okay, so I will give you a spoiler for Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Are you guys recording it at home?
No,
No,
but I have been
yeah.
checking in on it.
Yeah.
I checked it at
The
half.
Celtics are blowing out the Heat.
Oh, really?
They're up what 30?
69-37.
They're in
was the
Boston tonight, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
started out with a 1 to 18 run. From
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
42-73 right now.
42-73.
I mean,
So they tied up 2-2.
Tatum had a
Yeah,
lot of
it's serious.
what do they call it? Bulletin board material to read the last day. Man,
They'll say,
people
yeah,
were
he
talking
played
about Tatum
like
like
trash.
he was not going to do it.
Well, there wasn't
Yeah.
like faking an injury the other night too. They like take a hard foul and like really milked it.
He
haven't
definitely
really
milked the
watched that
foul.
much
I don't
of
know if he was faking because he did go to the locker room for a bit. I think. I thought.
All I saw
but,
was the video of him on the ground, so I don't know. I'm not.
Him and
believe it or
Marcus
not, I
Smart
really-
both took some hits last night.
I'm not really following Boston sports that close. So
That's fair.
I try my best not to. The Celtics are the only team I could really cheer for right now, and that even feels weird to say.
Yeah.
no, that does feel weird to say. They don't have any really like polarizing guys though. like not around. They don't have anybody.
They've got a lot of fun guys to root for. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody who's talking big shit like KG.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Tatum's
So-
14 of 16 from the free throw line right now.
Nice.
He is just putting up free throws. And I think he's out now. But yeah.
So it's tied 2-2. Who do you guys think is going to move on over there?
I think
Probably
it's probably.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I think it's probably going to be Miami. That
Yeah,
moves on.
that's what I was gonna
realistically.
say. I think it's probably the Heat. I mean, no, I don't think there's any one player on the Heat's roster that you can put up against like any one player on the Celtics roster and be like,
Mhm.
this is who's gonna carry them through like you normally can with like a Doncic or a Steph Curry or something like that.
I was looking through the Heat roster. They're deep enough to have Oladipo as like a second option.
Tyler Hero is a 6-man.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
like,
he was out
And that's
tonight.
the biggest
so that
problem
was-
with the Mavs right
Yeah.
now. I mean, you got Luka, and then were any of the other players on our team even taken in the first round at all?
Dwight Powell was a first-round pick.
Okay, well, see how that.
Yeah.
I mean, like DFS was free agent, right?
Yeah.
Or undrafted
Signed,
free agent.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a graphic I saw on Twitter that
I
was
think
like,
Dinwiddie may have been undrafted too
I don't
through the
know.
Nets.
I'm not sure,
Originally.
honestly.
yeah, it was like
So-
Luka's the only player on your guys' team besides Powell that was like drafted by your.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have much talent around him. Is the problem.
Obviously,
Yeah.
And Brunson's incredible. I guess he was a first rounder.
Probably.
Yeah, but it's
and
like a-
he's
The old
gonna be
Brunson
gone
burner.
though,
yeah,
because
Bunsenberg.
he's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
And chances are the Mavs aren't gonna pay him.
Right.
Which is crazy because you have Mark Cuban as your owner.
Right.
But
Yeah,
I
well, we
guess.
work on a salary cap system too in NBA, so there's that to think about.
Well, it's the luxury tax system, right? So they can pay more.
Yeah,
it's-
but
Shit, the
Brunson's
home dogs
not the
had
guy
the-
you're gonna pay luxury tax. He's
I
not
guess
that.
that's
Some
fair.
dogs had to fork out 175 grand the last 2 weeks because our bench stands too close to the edge of the court.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Jesus.
that's stupid. I couldn't even imagine.
I mean, it's funny though, because people. I mean, I haven't heard a lot of talk about the Heat. Maybe it's just the people I hang out with. But you go back and look through the last Eastern Conference Finals over the last 10 years. I mean, the Heat are just a couple of finals victories away from a true
Right.
dynasty.
Well, and they said what is their coach, and I googled the name, so I'm gonna butcher it still.
Oh, that's
But
fine.
Eric
I'll back you up.
Spoelstra.
Spolstra.
Spolstra? Damn it, I should have gone normal.
Yeah.
I saw that he was 5-0. He's 5-0 in Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Never lost.
Yeah.
I mean, he got to do what 4 of those with LeBron James and,
Yeah,
and
right.
Dwayne Wade, and then the other one with Dwayne Wade and Shaq. Was Shaq there that year? They won the. That
he
random
wasn't
year
the
they
coach
won?
back then, right?
Was
that
he
was
not?
that was Pat Riley. Yeah, that
Oh,
would
that
be,
was Pat Riley.
So
that's right.
like it would be like 4. Did Miami Heat go to 4 with LeBron, and then like last year with
Oh, and then it was
the
the
bubble year with
Yeah.
Butler,
the
and
Mickey
all
Mouse
Yeah,
year.
the
Yeah,
Mickey
yeah,
Mouse
yeah,
thing.
Mickey Mouse year.
Put an asterisk on it.
Here, I'm sorry guys, I have to interrupt you with this pop quiz here real quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I just googled Eric Spoelstra, right?
Yes.
In the people also search for section under his name, who is the number 2 option?
Because number one's LeBron James.
So no,
Oh.
no. I'm talking about he's the number 1 option under
Oh.
Eric Spoelstra. The first result for people also search for, who do you think it is? I'll give you the number 4, 3, and 2, and then you have to tell me the number 1 after that.
Okay.
Number
4,
4 is Udonis Haslem.
of course.
Number 3 is Juwan Howard. Number 2 is Steve Kerr. What's number 1?
Oh, it's a cheerleader. I just saw it actually because I googled it.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry.
Great, that's awesome.
Maybe I should have shut up. That's my bad. What was the name of the
No,
cheerleader?
you ruined it.
What was,
That's over now.
what was the name of the cheerleader?
Who
Is
cares?
it his wife? Nikki Sapp.
I have no
Let's
idea.
say, talk
Nice.
about. We were actually talking about that the other night. Talk about like the ultimate NBA career, Steve Kerr. I mean,
Oh, wait.
played with MJ. Went
It is his wife.
Yeah,
won
Nicky Sapp must
all
be
those
his
titles with
Absolutely.
Golden State as a coach. Then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
he
it.
also won a title with the Spurs.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, 7 as a player. What, 3 as a coach already?
yeah, I think so.
He didn't go to all of them with
Oh, no?
Jordan. He got 3 with Jordan. I'm pretty sure.
And then
yeah,
1 with the
yeah,
Spurs.
That sounds
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was his wife, so that makes it worse.
He's already got 7 rings then total,
Yeah.
coach and player.
Yeah.
Could add another one this year.
Yeah.
Sadly, sorry guys. I mean, I'm not assuming anything, but I'm
Hey,
assuming.
Another
So-
stat, another sad stat
Oh, no.
that I brought with me: the Warriors have never lost a Western. Well, in the last 8 years, they've been to 6 Western Conference Finals and have advanced past every single one they made it to.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
And they've lost to LeBron once, Anybody else?
They lost to the Raptors when
Yeah,
Steph Clay got
that-
hurt.
That's right.
So they've won 4
Yeah.
with Kerr.
Wait, we're down
Yeah.
to these are the semifinals.
The conference finals, yeah.
I didn't even know that we were that far into the.
Yeah, Final Four.
Should have been the playoffs for like a month and a half.
See,
already.
that's what happens. That's what happens with
The
the
NBA
and
playoffs
hockey.
are so long.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Exactly.
well,
To this day, I don't understand why hockey or basketball doesn't just move their season like a couple months so that the hockey and basketball
So they don't
playoffs
interlap.
are at the
I
exact same
agree.
time. Because it's like the same way. Like this, the Stanley Cup is on
Just stop
right when the
playing
NBA
when football's
finals.
on, because I will never be able to give you my full attention if you're playing when there is NFL football happening.
yes,
Yes.
that's true. Yeah.
When even baseball understands something, you know it's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's the only thing baseball understands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to wrap things up here, this is our first time having Dallas Mavericks fans that I've ever seen in real life. So,
Honored to be here.
other than Mark Cuban, but I only see him on the TV as
Yeah.
well.
So you didn't have Mark Cuban?
If you guys could make a plea to why we should be Dallas Mavericks fans, because once LeBron retires, I'm a free agent. I'm
Oh,
really-
yeah.
It's
Are
the
you-
only.
Are you
It's
a LeBron fan?
it's the only sport I bandwagon or slash.
fraud, James.
Yeah, that's
Did you
right.
see my
That's
tweets?
right. Le Mickey, absolutely.
I hate LeBron.
I'm a big A Disney fan. A day to day, absolutely. Yes.
Mickey Mouse title.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, Disney.
I think my best plea to be a Mavericks fan, because I went through kind of the same thing. So I started watching the NBA like fully probably like 2017, 2018. And I bounced around between the Bucks and the Mavs, and then the Pelicans were going to get Zion Williamson. I was watching him in college, and I was like, I don't really know who I want to be a fan of. But I picked the Mavericks because, well, Luka Doncic is really young. He looks like he's invested in the city, so you got that to root for a while, just as far as the sports goes. But Mark Cuban's a class act. He
Yeah.
runs his organization really well. He just put a new guy, Nico, I can't remember his last name, out the front office, who seems really well put together. I mean, I think that it doesn't look like a poverty franchise right now, and it's also like they're young enough into their run that you'll have fun with it for a while. So that's why I ended up with the Mavs. They're also close enough to Kansas City
Yeah.
that if you want to go see them, it's not crazy.
Have you guys been to a Mavs game?
I've seen them in Oklahoma City,
That's fair.
but
That's
I've never been
Well,
down
that's
to
what we've
Dallas
done.
and watched them.
so that's what we've done with hockey. We went to go see him in St. Louis, and we've gone to see him in Denver. When the
Yeah.
Islanders come close, but
Yeah, and we were gonna go see the Mavs in Denver while we were going snowboarding, but the dates just never worked out for us.
yeah.
So.
Well, we were gonna go to New York, but I got my car stolen, so I lost. So all my savings went to getting the new paying for the new car. It doesn't. We don't need to get into the nitty gritty of it all, but so
Yeah, I was kind of the same way. I bounced around. Like I really liked Dahm whenever I first started watching the NBA. I started watching the bubble year actually was when
Yeah.
I like seriously started watching the
Mhm.
NBA. And kind of same thing. I mean, we're both business owners, so Mark Cuban's kind of a guy that you gravitate to, being an entrepreneur yourself.
sure, yeah,
And yeah, Luka's just a ton of fun to watch.
fair enough.
He's got a good personality out on the court and whatnot. So.
Don't the Mavs have a really good like social media team too?
Yeah, I mean they're
Yeah.
active and
They're no San Diego. They're no Los Angeles Chargers. Social.
Yeah.
One of the best in the
insane.
biz, sadly.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills
Naruto
TikTok.
videos.
Yeah. Guys, you guys are forgetting the number one sell for Kansas City fans.
What's that?
Patrick Mahomes' favorite team.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Patrick,
it is
yeah,
Patrick.
he's been in a bunch of the games.
Or not most, but a lot of the games.
I'll tell you what, guys. When I come to my decision, we'll have our own we'll have a hat ceremony. I'll put all the hats on the table of the NBA teams. I'll tell you, there'll be a Dallas Mavericks hat on the table. I can't tell you I'm going to pick them, but they'll be there. It'll be on there. You guys have earned your place on the table, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
So
glad we did at least that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I figured
I'll have a lot of things to
Don't-
consider.
Don't just go rewatch the Suns Game 7
Okay.
series,
And then just keep going to the Golden State series, or
just,
No.
just keep
oh, or just
just keep
No.
just keep
watching.
watching that one. Oh, okay. All
just
right.
watch every game after the All-Star break this season, and
Yeah.
you'll definitely be.
I think my favorite highlights I keep seeing is just Luca laughing at people at the free throw line.
Yeah,
That's so funny. Yeah.
he's a character.
I
And
love
his mean his mad face, oh my, his I'm being hard face is the funniest thing to me because yeah, he is going hard, but he just looks like a goofball while doing it.
Oh yeah. And as somebody who also was a goofball when I played sports, absolutely, yeah. I relate to it. So, all right. Well, I think that's about it. We normally do a top 5. You guys want to do a top 5?
Let's do it.
Oh, I got your top
Top 5 what?
What?
Top 5 NBA teams that you should cheer for.
No.
It's free. It's right there.
We already.
We're gonna do your hat ceremony. We're just signing your hats.
I already did the
Two
top.
of them are gonna be the same.
Okay, plot twist. I already came up with the top 5 before the show started. Guys. We're in a garage.
You actually came up with.
We're in front of the ice cream truck. We're gonna do top 5 ice cream flavors, dummy.
Oh,
Have we not
you want me to
already
bring the menu out?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bring
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Let's
top-
do top 5 melt box ice cream
I
flavors.
thought you were going to do cars, but
Top 5 cars in this garage right
yeah,
now.
top 5.
The Silverado with the not turbo that that Owen thought was a turbo.
The rotary RX-7 over here.
I just when I knew you guys were sitting there with the cars and Owen started saying stuff, I was like, I'm just gonna let it. I just want to sit here and listen to what you had to say.
I'm
Dude,
not
I
gonna
thought-
lie,
really-
the fact that
Dude,
you
I
think
thought
that
it was
all
a turbo.
turbos are trash that's a pretty hot take.
That all turbos are trash.
That's a pretty hot
I think
take,
he
bro.
thought putting it on the Chevy Silverado
No,
was.
I thought that was a turbo. So yeah, no, of course I thought that was.
Oh my gosh.
Boom.
Damn.
These are all your flavors that we have on right now.
All right. Well, here, let me get a little background music going. We always like to have a nice little.
We rotate in and out about 30 of them,
Jesus Christ.
but we keep 16. Only 16 really fit on the truck.
Yeah.
We can fit 18, but it makes it not fun to scoop ice cream at that point.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I try not to do anything with 18s. I would say.
Excuse me.
Oh,
You'd rather do things with 16s?
No. Wait. You know what? Top 5 ice cream flavors. Aaron, you're the birthday boy. Why don't you go first?
All right. Well,
Alright.
let's see.
How about we let's let Michael and Dylan go first, since you guys are the most acclimated to the menu,
Yeah.
so we can kind of give it a look over.
Okay.
Dylan, you want to hit it up first?
Huh? Oh, me first? Alright, yeah. So top 5 on the truck right now. Basic bean, number 1. Peanut butter cookie dough, number 2. Let's see
Okay.
what's all on here right now.
Basic bean, peanut butter cookie dough number 2.
Yeah. And then I'd do ultimate Oreo, number 3.
Okay. Oreo, and that's cookies and cream.
Yup. Let's see. And it's kind of tough once you get down there. Huh?
Yeah.
Then I'll do Yippee Skippy at number 4.
Okay.
And Twisted Around Raspberry Lemon at number 5.
All right. So 1 through 5, it was.
There was so 1 through 5 basic bean, peanut butter cookie dough, the ultimate Oreo, Yippee Skippy, and raspberry lemon.
Fair enough. Alrighty.
Almost lost it.
That's a solid list. Michael, you ready to go?
Yes, I'm gonna be basic bean.
Police
one.
siren going outside. Sorry.
Yippee, yeah, on the highway. Basic bean number 1, Yippee Skippy number 2, peanut butter cookie dough number 3, Superman number 4, and then we'll go Munchie Madness number 5.
All right.
I'll cut them some slack because it's their first time on the show. But what sort of psychopath starts a top 5 with number 1? The suspense, non-existent.
I wasn't going to criticize you, just went for it. I was like, you know what? That's fine. Yeah. Well, you gave me like number 1 basic beans. Like, well, why don't we start at number 5? It was like, you already did number 1. I was like, absolutely. I was like, no, go for it. No, we didn't. That's
I
not us.
honestly thought we were gonna do like 5, not each do all 5.
Oh, like I'll go 5, 5, 5, 5.
No, I thought we were each gonna choose 1 because there was 5 of them.
Oh no.
And then Dylan rattled off 5. I was like, okay, so we're doing all 5.
Yeah. It's your own personal top 5. Well, Vincent, Mr. What are you, complainer, Mr.
Sure.
Man,
You don't have a good. You have
Word
nothing.
insult?
You have nothing.
man,
going
where's
on
this
right there.
word?
Picky,
It's like critic, maybe is what
list
I'm.
man.
Mr. Critic, just go for it, huh? Top 5 ice cream flavors,
What's he
Vincent.
gonna list
I'm so sorry. Everybody, half the time, every other week on Dahm, that's true. You have to listen to me have a stroke. Just lie there. That's the 4th year of football.
It's a
Just
medical
really catching
mystery.
up right at that moment.
Yeah.
Price of it.
All right. So, easy. Number 5, Superman.
Superman number 5. Okay.
Yeah. That was going to be the one that I was going to do if we decided not to go the shaved ice route, but we went the shaved ice route, and it was chef's kiss.
Okay.
So Superman number 5. Number 4, probably. God, this is so hard. There's so many.
Yeah. Well, you got to eat 4, so
I did get to eat 4.
yeah. But I forgot the dongle from my computer.
I know what my top 3 are, so filling in this 4th one is just really the hard one.
All right, sure.
Just put the Yippee Skippy at number 4.
I was at Yippee. I was also thinking the exact same thing because I like the name.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Number 3, shit just got serious.
Okay.
Number 2, basic bean, because I am a coffee slut. If I had actually looked at the menu, I probably would have ordered basic bean. But they were like, "Hey, someone do a fruity one." I was like, "I like fruity," which is like number 1. You know, we got to represent the raspberry lemon.
Yes.
Did you go Superman because of Gay Blue?
No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't know the color. He just leaned out the window and he was like, "Hey, listen, it's kind of fruity. If you want to do that one," I was like, "You got it, king."
All right. What was your 5 through 1 again?
5 through 1, as we all remember. Number 5, Superman. Number 4, Yippee Skippy. Number 3, the shit just got serious. Number 2, basic bean, and number 1, raspberry lemon Italians.
Fair enough. All right, Aaron, ready?
Yep, I think so. All right.
Probably look at the when you say it. look
Yeah.
at it, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
No,
you just go
I
where
don't.
Vincent was. Honestly,
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
so that's why you can speak in and look at it.
So, okay. Number 5.
Get lower. Look at the microphone. The lid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 5, I'm going Munchie Madness. That one looks just incredible with like the birthday sweet cake batter ice cream.
Oh yeah. You guys do a wedding cake ever? Like a wedding cake ice cream?
We don't have a wedding cake.
I
I mean, the Munchie Madness is a cake batter ice cream.
Okay.
We have a cake batter fudge too.
Fair enough. All right. Okay.
Makes sense. Then number 4, go Yippee Skippy, kind of put it in that same spot as everyone else. Number 3, the raspberry lemon was so good. Number 2, the
So good.
so good. The number 2, I'm going with the peanut butter cookie dough because I feel like you can never have enough peanut butter. And number 1, this shit just got serious.
Nice.
Yeah.
From the birthday boy, Aaron. Sorry, I didn't know if I had mentioned it in the last 20 minutes, so I had to make sure. Okay.
When it's my birthday, I'm just skipping that week.
All right. I'll go next. I'm going to start with an honorable mention. A shout out to Basic Bean. It sounds delicious. I don't do coffee much anymore, so I don't think I'd be able to probably like enjoy it truly. But it sounds.
But you
good.
do enjoy Trulies.
I do enjoy Trulies. Yeah, it's truly. So yeah, but a shout out to Basic Bean. Number 5, Blue Moon. Again, kind of a little fruitier, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And so I'll tell you what, I had a good top 4, and then number 5, I was like, oh man, but a nice, actually dairy, fruity ice cream. I'll put Blue Moon at number 5. Number 4, just based on what I know about things, birthday cake. I love birthday cake ice cream from like, it's like a childhood thing. I assume it's like, is it like the Blue Bunny?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you got like
it's the same idea.
the like stripe of frosting in there.
Yeah.
Oh man, absolutely, yeah. I imagine I would get sick of it if I had to eat it like
It's
once a week.
Very sweet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I imagine I would get tired of it, but like looking at it one time, absolutely birthday cake. Number 3, cherry chocolate chip. I like fruit pieces in my chocolate ice cream. I like chocolate and fruit. I think we covered this like last week or 2 weeks ago. That I'm a big chocolate and fruit
Yeah, where's
guy.
the orange ice cream for Truman?
Yeah, I need an orange chocolate ice cream for me. But you got a problem? We got a fucking problem.
Orange and chocolate.
Yeah, you ever tried it?
Aaron,
You ever tried it?
No, it's so good.
It's so good.
No.
You ever had a chocolate orange?
They cancel each other. What?
That's
Oh.
the
No,
only
you're
thing,
lying.
dude.
Oh no, yeah.
No, you're
Oh
absolutely.
no. Oh,
tripping. Dude.
oh dude.
No, dude.
All right, next time you're on, we're having
we'll
the
take
chocolate
this
orange.
outside.
Oh yeah. Okay. Aaron, did you wrestle in high school? We were talking about this. You did wrestle in high school? Okay, all right. I thought so.
Troy, didn't you also wrestle in high school?
I wrestled 1 year. I got my ass fucking kicked, bro. I went 4.
The orange story will never not.
Dude, okay, so you want to hear, speaking of orange.
Get through your list first.
All right, let me finish the list. All right, number 2, raspberry lemon. That was just a shockingly good flavor. And number 1, shit just got serious. I mean, that was so good. I mean, shit, I had that first Fridays that I was here. It was incredible, and had it again, also incredible.
So not only have you had a Melt Monster before, you had one that we had on the show.
Well, but I
Truman's
just like
the
what I
biggest
like.
fraud.
I mean,
All right, I'll give you guys the comprehensive list 1 to
Wait. Here, let me
You
tell.
go back to your
Let me tell the story real quick.
The lemon or orange?
The orange story.
What?
That
So-
pertains to wrestling.
Okay, so I wrestled. So the
Oh,
back.
wait, I think I know what you're talking
The
about. I've heard this
backstory
story.
on when I went 4-21 in wrestling. I beat the same kid 3 times, and then I had a bye week one time.
Let's fucking go.
I was 4-21 on paper. I got my ass kicked.
You only
by-
beat one kid. Oh my.
Yes, I with the same move every time. Actually, I think the 3rd time he avoided it, and then I used it was just a simple knee. It was actually my first varsity match I ever wrestled. One of the guys went, "You should try a knee pick," and I was like, "What's a knee pick?" He's like, "You just grab him behind the knee and then you take him down and then you pin him." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I did it, and I pinned that kid. I was like, "This wrestling shit easy, bro." And then I didn't beat anybody else besides that kid for the rest of the year. But I saw that kid 3
Absolutely.
times, and I beat him every time. And I'm sure that kid thought I was incredible.
Yeah. Well, that kid probably did not win a match.
No, he was, somebody has to go winless, and then somebody has to go just winning against that guy. And I was just above that guy. So, but my second varsity match ever, we went out to Grain Valley, and I had to wrestle. So they do like announcements at the beginning, and so you count through. You're like, okay, I'm number 14 in our line, so I'm gonna rank because it does it by weight class. They announce it. You go out and shake hands before everything. And so I go count out, and I'm like, I swear, there's a gap. And I'm like, damn. I was like, because that guy's got to be wrestling 195. It was like a fat guy's got to be wrestling 285. This built guy looks like a 195 wrestler. And I was like, I don't think anybody's wrestling 220. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to be set. We go through, count everybody out. They say 195, and that kid does not go out. The guy I thought was the 195 wrestler, or 195 wrestler got the bye. And I go out to shake this guy's hand, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. This guy, so in the 220 wrestling class, you have 2 kinds of people. You have 5'10" chunky guys, and then you have 6'5" pure muscle guys. And this guy was as pure muscle as it gets. I'll never forget, his name was Dylan Wolf. And this guy was, just busting out of a singlet with muscle, just insane. Broke my hand when he shook it. I was like, dude, I am so worried about this match. And then apparently my buddy Dylan goes out there like before the match, and he's like, oh, your buddy Dylan Wolf's out. He's like, I just saw Dylan Wolf out there. I was like, yeah. Well, he's like, what was he doing? He's like, well, he took an orange and he just bit through the entire thing with the peel and then just ate it all. And nobody was watching him. That's just how he lives. And I was like, he did what? And I mean, this guy was just built like that. And he ate my fucking lunch. So we get into it. At one point, he's got me. And like, if you get out of the circle, and you guys both, like, if one person gets out of the circle, you have to reset in the center. And so I'm in like a terrible spot, right? He's like behind me, he's got me in a bad spot, and I'm like, fuck me. I was like, if I can just get out of the circle, we can reset. So I shrug him off just barely, and I'm near the edge of the circle. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get to the edge of the circle. So I am starting to crawl towards the edge of the circle, and this guy stands up, and I'm pretty sure he says, no you don't, and he fucking snags me by both of my ankles and drags me back to the center of the ring, and then gets back on top of me and fucking finishes the match and just pins me terribly. I mean,
No, you don't.
It's like a horror movie.
yeah, it really did. I was like, I fucking drug my hands. It was like a horror movie. And just that guy. There used to be a video of it, because that match was not televised, but they had like a live stream of it, and I'm pretty sure you can't find it. Luckily, because I tried to find it a couple years ago, and I don't think you can, but
Dang.
Jesus Christ, that guy, oh my. Dylan Wolf, shout out. If Dylan
Shout
Wolf's
out
out there,
Dylan Wolf.
what a man, what a mighty good man, I'll
He's
say.
probably out like planting corn right now or something.
Yeah.
The most.
Right, I assume he's a wrestler, so I assume he's doing meth somewhere. We've talked about it. The wrestlers are the most insane people I've met. That's why I asked if you were a wrestler, because you had the vibe. I'm not going to say it there.
You should have known when he ate the orange through the peel.
Yeah, I see. Aaron does do that from time to time. But,
I do that something.
but I also...
Actually?
No.
Well,
It's called going with the bit, Owen. Something you don't know because people don't go with your bits,
I'm
but
about to genuinely be concerned
I mean, sometimes it's fun to chew on, and I don't know. It's
Okay,
There's
all
a
right.
lot.
Okay, I also did wrestle the number 2 wrestler in the state of Missouri, and he was like my height. He looked like one of those guys, and I was like, no way this guy's number 2. I was like, no way. And so we get in the match, and I was big on like staying on the head. I would keep it. And guys are like, get off my fucking, and it really annoyed people.
Yeah.
And this guy, I was like standing, like he didn't take me to the ground. I was like, holy shit, I'm like doing okay. But what I didn't realize is this guy was like talking to his coach while he was like holding me, and I was like trying to do stuff, and he was like, what do you think, coach? And he's like just they're like having a conversation. And what happens with really good wrestlers sometimes is their coaches go, okay, you can't finish the match in 30 seconds. You need to go out there, you need to break a sweat, you need to get a workout, you need to work on some technique or something. And that's what was going on with this guy, is that his coach is like, you can't end it. Yeah, and so this guy goes, they're talking, and at one point the coach goes, okay, you can do it. And he says, all right, thanks. And he fucking hip throws me. He
Hip tossed you?
Hip tossed me, yeah. He gets it, and he throws me over his back, slams me down, perfect pin position. It was so perfect, so textbook. It felt like practice to my body, and I like tapped him on the head because I was like, "Yep, that's good." Like that's what you do when somebody practice a move on you, and you're like, "You got it." And I tapped him on the head, and the guy pins, and then he goes ballistic on me because he thought I was trying to hit him in the head or like try to fight my way off him from hitting him in the face. But I was just like, "No, you're good, bud. Hey, you did it." And like, so I almost got my ass kicked for that, and that was, Jesus, it just. So what I'm trying to say is I was terrible at wrestling.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you ready for
hold
your
on.
top? Well,
Can I tell one wrestling story?
I guess maybe.
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
It'll go fast. Okay, so we're wrestling the number 3 team in state, and it's my first varsity tournament. And so I'm a junior, first varsity tournament. It's exciting times, but I know we have to face Olathe North. Those fuckers. God.
Okay, yeah.
You know you're getting your ass kicked.
Fuck Johnson County always.
Yes.
Gang gang.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck you.
And-
Yeah. You.
So we go out there and we're getting. I think first 2 classes got pinned. 106 and 113 got pinned. 120 goes out there, and he's put up a pretty good fight. I think he was down like 7-2 going into the second period.
Which is a lot.
Yeah. So he was like putting up a better fight than the first 2. But so he's on bottom. He gets up to escape to try to get a point. He gets up to escape. He gets picked up and lifted off the ground and dumped on the ground. And then so they're not moving for a second. We're like, what's going on here? And then the ref was like kind of stands and just stops for a second and just looks at everyone. And our guy gets up and his arm is going out, and then straight. It compounded fractured in 2 spots where it broke twice in this break. And he just stands up and he's just he's looking at us and just he's not saying anything. He's just in shock. He's like, yeah, and so there's people throwing up, and it's just real bad, and it's just terrible. And so the coach goes and puts a towel over him, and he's like, you're a brave kid, or not crying or whatever, whatever, I don't know.
Breaking your arm does feel like that, though. You go, oh shit, you go, oh shit.
I wish I had the mental awareness if anything like that would happen to me, where he said it broke twice, just robot that shit.
You'd be a fucking legend.
Everybody who hasn't already thrown up.
Oh shit, what a legend. That is the time to bust it down sexual style.
You gotta before the pain kicks in. In that moment of shock, you just have to overcome and just.
You got a moment to do the coolest ever. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
High school dance, and so I go out there at 145, and I'm like, all right, here we go. This is for Blake.
You break the kid's arm.
No.
And you kick his knee back in inverse.
Yeah, exactly. It goes back the other way. No, it's just 40-second pin, super fast. I looked it up. That guy was number 3 or number 2 in state, and then they had another guy named Isaac Dolgarian. What a name! And he would be the guy who's take him down, let him out, take him down, let him out, and then pin him when he's about to tech ball, which means you win by 15 points.
Yeah.
So he just. Yeah, they kicked our butts, and it was pretty nuts.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Wait, the tournament continued after the dude double
Oh,
compound?
yeah, I mean, that's just another day of wrestling, brother.
They
He was the
called
only
someone
one
up
that
from
broke
JV. He had to face that kid again.
Oh my! And then he broke that kid's arm, and then they called off the tournament.
Yeah, it was a round robin and it ended with us facing Olathe for some reason.
It's crazy. They called him Jim the Arm Breaker. I don't know how they didn't catch that move. I mean,
That's a good point.
we had a kid break his wrist in football at the high school level, and so he was laying on the ground, and they like took him. Everybody came over, and like somebody's like, "Come on, man, get up!" And they reach over and they grab his hand and go to pull him up. He goes, "Oh my God!" And then his arm, he throws his arm off to the side, and his wrist is in one place, and his arm's in the other. We're all like, ooh, and like the wide receivers are like, I'm gonna throw up. Ooh. And I was just like, oh no, that's broken. But yeah, shout out Caleb too. Absolutely.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is number 5, Superman.
Okay.
Yeah, so number 4 is Oreo, number 3 is Zanzibar, number 2 shit just got real, and number 1 Raspberry Lane.
Wow.
I didn't wrestle in high school, so I don't have any fun stories. I'm sorry.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Did
What
you do
about-
any sports in high school?
Oh, I played soccer. I
Wow,
was,
surprise.
Believe it or not, at 5'3", like 120, I was a goalie, of course. Wow, does that make sense? So one time I got hit in the face with a ball, and I was bleeding, and there was blood all over my teeth. And so I intentionally didn't clean it up, and I walked over to the manager's table and said, hey, I think I'm bleeding, and smiled with my teeth and fucking just covered in blood. And they didn't like that very much, but I thought it was hilarious.
I was a center in 7th grade tackle football out in the summer.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
think I was like 5, in 7th grade, probably like 5'5", like 125 pounds.
Yeah. We've talked about this before,
I
but
may have been actually smaller than that.
growing up when we didn't know each other, we were actually we hated
yeah.
each other in flag football.
Yeah, this guy.
They were the fucking cheaters, brother. Yeah, y'all fucking cheated, homie.
You guys can take sides all you want, but you want to know the team that Truman played for?
The Raiders. That's a
You can choose your side.
They played for the Eagles, and you guys tied
We
your
never lost
flags.
a game.
You guys cheated, man.
We never
I'll never
cheated.
forget whatever happened at the fucking
He's
goal
just mad
line.
he couldn't get the
Watching
flag
like
off.
3 shut up. watching 3 parents go out and fight at midfield. Like there was one game where they like tackled the kid at like, or they pulled the guy's flag at like the end zone, and somebody was like he was in, and somebody was like he was not in, and they,
Oh, I don't remember this.
and they fucking fought about it for a long time, and I don't even remember what happened.
Like
but-
through hands?
Yeah.
I just
No,
know we
no.
never lost a game, and we were some pretty hot shit. We came down to Derek Thomas's like flag football
yeah.
field,
Done
kicked
that.
his team's ass and shit. And I remember we were like, oh dude, we're so good. And so we decided we went to like a tournament or something down in Texas, or maybe it was like south of Oklahoma.
Oh Jesus,
We were
no.
like, yeah, we're like the best. We literally like 3 seasons. We never lost a game in Kansas City. Went down there. We got our asses kicked. We were terrible.
That's how it goes.
Absolutely. Yeah. But so I think that's about it. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
I had another story for you being a goalie. Made me think of the time that we went to St. Louis. We told this story. I think.
Water polo?
Yes. I think I told the story. Did you go to the St. Louis trip?
Yeah.
So-
I was on a couple of them.
Which
No.
house did you have to go to? 'Cause
I was not on the trip where you stayed at the houses. I went to the next trip where
Damn
we
it.
stayed in the hotel.
Oh my
I missed
God.
the house thing.
I can't remember if I told this story on stream, but we were
I'm
talking.
sure you have.
You either got to stay with the hot ass girl.
That's right. That's right.
something big ass we called her.
Yeah.
And then, or you stayed with the psychopath.
Yeah, right. We talked. So what essentially happened is that like it was one of those like don't read a book by its cover stories because so they pull up to like pick us up in the cars, and one it looks like a normal mom, and like this kid was like named like Dustin.
Just like chaperones.
Yeah,
We were staying, they were staying at their house.
It was like Dustin and Dustin's mom,
Okay.
and we're like in like normal car, and they're like, I was like, man, that looks kind of cool. Like, man, they're gonna go have a good time. It was like Ian, Grant, I think Darian went with them.
Yeah.
And then another car pulls up, and it's
That was
got
a text about
it's got flame decals on the side, and it's like the quiet girl, that like had been wearing the swim cap the whole time. So you're like, yeah, she might be ugly. I don't know, man. And the flames are on the side of the car, and you're like, Jesus Christ, where are we going? So we get in this car. They like go. We go. They pick up pizza, pretty good pizza. They take us to their house. It's like big old house. because apparently they own this car detailing shop that's fairly successful. So that's why they got the Flames, just to like promote like what they can do, and they make a bunch of money off of that. And it's super nice. We like get to sit in their home theater and like watch movies all night and eat pizza. The girl's super hot. One of the dudes hooks up with her. I mean, it was just Corey got. I think Corey.
I know they had like a thing.
Oh yeah. I don't know if they hooked up that night, but I mean, you know, for embellishment purposes, absolutely. And so the other guys that we thought went to the normal, they get back to that guy's. It's like his mom's like apartment, and the kid's like, yeah, he like goes home and he starts like calling his mom like a bitch, and is like, I can basically do whatever I want. Like pulls out like a bottle of vodka and just starts drinking. He's like, you guys want any? They're like, no, man. Yeah, and like, you know, we were drinking at that moment, probably around that time.
At that point.
But just not in that situation. We're not
Yeah,
drinking.
just called your mom a bitch and pulled out the vodka.
Yeah, no.
And a random dude's house in St. Louis that we're visiting to play out of town.
Yeah.
water polo.
Right, and they like didn't even like feed him or what. It was a terrible situation. They woke up, like the kid had like recorded sketchy ass videos on their phone while they were asleep.
He was like recording them in their sleep.
Yeah, and it was
On their phones.
On their phones, terrible.
And like talking during it and shit.
So yeah.
Serial killer shit.
So what I'm saying is never judge a book by its cover. But that's not even the story I was thinking of. I was thinking of the story where we played this team, and one of the guys got so mad that he started to take the ball. They would pass the ball to this guy. We were beating him like 10-0. And the guy, they passed the ball up to this kid, and the kid just started chucking it out of bounds. Like at like fans in the stands. Like would pick it, and instead of like even, you just fucking throw it out of bounds. They're like, it's out. They're like, that was weird. And then like eventually I think he got like ejected from the game. Because every time they gave him the ball, he just fucking threw it, chucked it, like at like our parents in the stands or whatever. It's like, all right.
The next trip, because I missed that trip for some reason, where they stayed at all the weird people. So I was literally getting texted. I think I may have been on vacation or something. That's why I couldn't go.
Right.
And I was literally getting like texts like, "Yo, this shit is weird. Like this is wild." Like, the group chat was popping off. And I was like, "Oh, thank God I didn't go." And the next time we go, we all stayed in a hotel.
Yeah, because we were texting each other because like guys are like, dude, this fucking sucks. And we're like, dude, we're with this hot ass chick, and it's so funny. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for.
Dylan, you got any high school sports stories? Did you do sports in high school? I don't think so. Did you?
I played golf a couple years. My favorite.
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah!
I played baseball outside of high school all the time growing up, and I had a coach who got kicked out of like games all the time, dude.
Nice.
So it was always just like a pitch that got called wrong, or somebody at first base getting called wrong, and you knew he was getting thrown out whenever he brought the birds out.
Oh no!
Was walk away. He'd just walk away. Just double birds.
And he continued to be the coach.
Oh yeah, he was our coach. He was our coach the whole year.
I remember the Rockers coach quit, or was forced to quit at one
Really?
of our water polo games. Yeah, we beat them, and he just went berserk, started cussing everybody out.
Holy shit!
At the Y, he got kicked out of the
Okay.
Y, and I mean, they had to have fired him,
Yeah,
but we never saw him again.
yeah. I'll say, golf coach did describe Kate Upton's mole one time as the perfect target for splooge.
Yeah.
And that was the one that didn't get fired, but because he was super cool. But the other one, you know, our first golf coach, you guys weren't there, but our first golf coach got fired for sexual harassment.
Who was that?
So, Gum,
Oh, Mr.
Coach
Gunn.
Mr. Gunn. When because he told he said like weird things that
was
looking
when we
back
were
on it,
still in 8th grade.
yeah, like he said like
And
some
his
girl,
wife stayed married to him.
yes, because some girl was like, are there any foxes in Missouri? And he was like, no, not really, but there is one fox in Raytown, and it's you. And it was like, that was weird. Or like one time he told a kid to like scoot up the desk like 6 inches, and the kid scooted it up like 3 feet, and he's like, typical high school boys always overestimating how big 6 inches is. Like looking back on it, you're like, that's kind of funny, but you probably shouldn't have been saying that. That's not very funny, but that's all I had for you. So we do appreciate you guys coming on again. Meltbox KC, Instagram, Twitter.
We
We
have
have
one.
a Twitter.
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook's where you're gonna find all the
So
information.
Trim, I think
Anything in the metaverse.
We're man, we should get a spot in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
but don't forget, if you die in the metaverse, you die in real life. So just be careful.
I mean, you die in real life, you die in real life. So it's just part of life. Bro.
Do you live in the metaverse? Holy shit. Damn, that's fucking deep. Holy shit. First Fridays next weekend.
Yeah.
Parkville, Missouri.
Yep.
A gazebo somewhere in town. Look at Facebook. That's this Friday.
Yep.
If you want to go all the way up to Parkville, or I saw somebody in chat said they live up north, and they're like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to go hit that up."
come
So
on
Yeah, come see it.
absolutely, go get a Mount Monster. They were so good.
We want to have it in Parkville.
Exclamation point!
Ice cream.
Yeah. What?
This is not in Parkville. Just come get ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. Don't go to Parkville. Don't live there. But
What is happening?
exclamation point OD socials in chat. If you want to follow Vincent on Twitch twice, Twitter.com/disasteropen. Open Disaster has been suspended by Twitter, and it wasn't us, I promise. TikTok, Steam Machine. We had a good TikTok pop off again. We did another like 2,200 on TikTok.
Hey, you want
so-
to buy my account? I got like 26,000 followers.
Bro, yeah, because you were the B guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you posted a bunch of B content.
It'll let me change my username and delete all my videos.
You're like, yeah, oh,
26,000 followers.
No, I can't.
You gotta do the Instagram thing. Post like 6 videos of only black squares, and then start your new account. But keep the old content.
They're like, this isn't the B guy. I'm on B
Change your name.
talk.
Once a month, you're allowed to change your name.
Yeah, I'm gonna start spreading all of big.
You got like $46 in the Creator Fund account. You gotta get 50 before you can cash it out.
Oh, Jesus. All right, we do appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, we'll see you next week for more Dahm That's True content. I think we're breaking down more Chiefs stuff. Second half of the Chiefs schedule, and I think we're gonna start interviewing random players or random fans from divisions around the league. So stick around. We'll have a lot of more fun stuff. Thank you again. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.